Hello, can you hear me now? Hello? Now can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me now? I have been talking to y'all this whole entire time. The entire time. So, dang. I thought I was added to the stage. Maybe it was because I wasn't added to the stage. Let me start over. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Hey, Harlem. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Sharon. Hey, everybody here, wherever you're tuning in from. Wherever you're tuning in from, let me know where you are so I can shout you out. So listen, we've been deep into this conversation. Only it's just been between me and myself because y'all didn't hear me. I wanted to really just jump in really quick and give you guys. I'm not coming on camera tonight, but I wanted to give y'all a really quick update with Nancy Guthrie because there wasn't a lot of new updates, but I do have a few. So really quick with Nancy Guthrie, as I promised, I would stick to this until there was some kind of conclusion, unless they give up or whatever, which I hope they don't do that. But there has been a fourth ransom note. Harvey Levin is getting frustrated with this because they're sending the ransom notes to TMZ because they don't trust law enforcement. But he was like, listen, like he's getting frustrated. If you're real, then you need to give up the information and take the ransom if they can get her. But all this back and forth, whatever, just give. If you in fact know who it is, give up the information and stop playing. That's where I am. So he did get a fourth ransom letter today, and it was all about money and not trusting the law, the same stuff. The DNA was sent to Florida to a private facility where they sent the gloves that they found, and it takes about 24 hours for those results to come back. What was really unique about these gloves is that it was about 2 miles from Nancy's home, and there was a male DNA on that glove, so they're doing some more testing. Law enforcement is working with Walmart now, and they are figuring out cameras and all those things where there's a Walmart in certain vicinities, right? So they're working with Walmart about the mask, the backpack, the glove, anything that could have been purchased at Walmart. They also have a list of like people, and they're going to the Pow Pow stores now, and they're working with where you can purchase Pow Pows. They are not giving up hope. They have cleared the family. So if you guys remember, they kept going to Annie Guthrie's house, who is Savannah's sister and brother-in-law, because the brother-in-law just kept coming up. As we know now, allegedly, the FBI has cleared the entire family, and they're moving on with other people on the list, I should say. So that's pretty much it. That's all we have on Nancy Guthrie. I will always give an update just because we want to stay in tune with this. So that's that on Nancy Guthrie. I keep saying Nancy Grace because I'll be watching her. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. Hit the like button as you come in. Join in this conversation, you guys. Let me know what you're thinking about the thumbnail here that I have up. I want to start with Morgan Freeman first. Because I've never heard any negative nothing about him. But it's the business, it's the entertainment business. And so since people are talking, I don't know if I should be shocked about Morgan Freeman or not, but let's talk about it. Let me share my screen really quick. So I got kicked out again, but I'm back. So I hope y'all can hear me. Let's try this again. I'm going to share my screen again. Let me know if you cannot hear me because I don't want to continue to talk to myself. All right. All right, so here's what we got on Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman allegedly, according to this source here, had a 15-year affair with his underage step granddaughter, who was later unalived at the age of 33. So it says insiders and tabloid leaks. National Enquirer 2009 exposed a twisted years-long secret lover dynamic. Freeman allegedly treated Edina, his step-granddaughter, raised as family since childhood, like a romantic partner while married. Court docs from 2018 on her live trial reveal she confided in her boyfriend about sexually inappropriate relationship with her grandfather, texted about grandpa's feelings, blocking older men. Family sources called it emotional incest and grooming control. Freeman denied it vehemently. In 2012, he says defamatory fabrications, but the rumors never died. So, like this rumor has been going on about him. I've never heard anything about Morgan Freeman doing anything crazy like this, right? So, let me get that off of there. But let me tell you this. This is the entertainment business. And like I said, I don't know if I should be surprised by this. If that's something that we can believe, but crazier things have happened. So here we are. Morgan Freeman has surfaced again since 2012, these allegations. And so I did not hear it at the time it was going on, or unless I just don't remember. But here's the deal. Like I'm with you, Harlem. Like at this point, like how are we even surprised by anything at this point? Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit the like on the way in. It's a free way to support our channel. We definitely need the likes up. And the participation if you want to come up on stage. So, right, exactly right. I think that if you are, and we're not just saying just people in the industry, because people all over the world, right, have secrets. But I'm saying when we're talking about the celebrity, powerful, rich people that can coerce people into doing things and hold their money over their head. And so I've always had a respect for Morgan Freeman, right? But again, to your point, right, everyone in that industry, I believe, has a secret. And I was like, when I saw it, I was like, okay, should I be shocked at this point or not? And I'm not shocked. So they're saying, but and the thing about it is that now she's unalived. Like she's not even with us any longer for it to even be spoken on or to even speak on it any further. All we know is that he's denying it. So that's Morgan Freeman. But like I said, like you saw the thumbnail. Michael Jordan now has got himself in the hot seat. So anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to Michael Jordan, because I think the DJ Vlad thing is going to be like the most talked about. So let me remove him. And let me look at the chat while I pull this up. Don't forget to hit the like button, you guys. Thank you for being here. If you have money and means, it probably went down. If you have morals and can resist temptation, then maybe not. Okay. That's no more conversation, because that's it right there. Your morals and your values, are they not important to you? Like they say, here's what we get. They have so much money. They've done everything in the world and they get bored. So they try other stuff. Are you kidding me? Other kids, other underage girls and boys, because you're bored. If you're that bored, unfortunately, there are women on the street corners that are just willing, that are adults, Why the children? Why are you fascinated by the children? But it is a reality. It's a cold, hard reality. And I mean, that's just what it is. I think that's it, right, Harlem? And if I remember, like we've had a conversation where we say, okay, right, what is it that once you talk about your struggles to success, right? Once you get to a certain level and you build this empire around you to create generational wealth and to live a life that you can now not have to struggle, yet you throw your morals all out of the window because you have money and power now. You think you have so much money, so much power that you're untouchable. And that you can just walk around here and just do what you want to do. But in 2026, 2025, 26, that's no longer happening. People are coming forward, people are telling, and you no longer get to do that. Is some of that stuff still happening? Absolutely. But people are being very voiceful now about that kind of stuff. So that's Morgan Freeman, and it just is what I just don't know what to say, other than he's saying they're defaming his name, that it is untrue, it did not happen. But unfortunately, the young lady's not here with us to be able to tell the story, except for she confided allegedly in her boyfriend. So let's move on. All right, so let's talk about Jordan really quick. I'm just frustrated with Michael Jordan. All right, here we go. Share. Michael Jordan is facing backlash from his behavior during Daytona 500 win celebration. What was that? What is he? What is? I just want. I want to know why all the touches, like all the touches from. Let's look at it again. Then the little boy looks down at like, what are you doing? So let's talk about this really quick. Um, I tell you, can't be surprised anymore, y'all. Right. So it looks like what he's doing is pinching and squeezing the kid's bottom, and then he goes down. Like, listen, even if Michael Jordan didn't have any ill intention, like he didn't mean anything by this, the world that we live in, the society that we live in, you can't be touching little kids, period, at this point. You just can't. Like, that is a bad look. And when people see this, they take it and run with it. And then now you're looking crazy because it's all on camera. You pinching him about how many times they do this? Let me look at this again. Nine times, and then rubbed his leg. Nine pinches. That's what I counted. and then rubbed him in his leg, and then the little boy looks back down at him like, what are you doing? And so maybe that's how they celebrate, and maybe that he did not have like ill will. But again, all eyes are on you. People are recording everything you do, every move you make. Somebody's recording and they're going to catch it. They're going to catch it. So if you didn't mean it, it's a little too late, because now people are talking about it all over the internet, and he's getting super backlash about it. He said, Wright says, it feels like this isn't the first time. If that's something that happens in the Reddick home, I don't know. I just say that you got to be careful, especially a Michael Jordan. Like, right? All eyes are on you. Even if you didn't mean it, people are going to take it in a way that is seen. You touching this little boy or pinching him on his behind 9 times and sliding down his leg or whatever. However, no one else seemed to in this video seemed to be really fazed by it. Were they even looking? Let me look again. One more time. Let's run it one more time. I don't know. It's Michael Jordan, right? Michael Jordan. So I don't know that I don't know if he meant, like I said, it meant any harm by it. But again, he's facing the backlash of it now. Now, I probably would think that he'll probably, do you think, my question is, I guess, somebody else for me to boycott. Exactly. Like, right? I'm like, why we got to celebrate like that? Especially in 2026, why are we celebrating like that? People are watching. So yeah, Sharon, but I'm wondering, like, is he going to like come out and say something about it, or are they just going to drive right past it and just let the internet blow up until they're not talking about it no more? That's my question. Wright says, teammates slap each other. Yeah, they do. Like, you see that on, but they tap it real fast. Boom. You know, it don't know. Like, it ain't like 9 times. Good game, etc. It's still a child, though. But right, that's the point. It's still a little boy, and with everything that is surfacing these days, you see what Tim Busfield is going through right now. Whether Michael Jordan meant that or not, you can't be touching little boys, especially not no time like that. But in the public eye, all cameras are on you. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Harlem says, I'm surprised a publicist hasn't come out and said anything. That's what I'm thinking. Like, is he going to? I mean, is he going to be actually forced to have to come out and say something? Because they're going in on Michael Jordan. They are going in on him for doing this in the wrong way, like in a bad way. Like, he is catching it. So I'll be looking to see if Michael Jordan has anything to say about it. Again, like, I don't know if this is how they celebrate, if Michael Jordan even have any real intentions on doing this. But you're in public eye. You are being judged by the public. And what they see is what they're going to talk about. Like, if I see you doing that, then I'm going to put it all over social media. And so here you have it. Right? So that's Michael Jordan. Let's move on. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for the ones of you that did hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the like button if you're just now coming in. It's a free way to support the channel. It keeps us in the algorithm. And we do appreciate it so much. All right, let's move on. I did want to bring, because I said that I haven't did a deep dive or anything like that, but I did want to make sure that we're keeping Tim Busfield in the forefront, because he is still having to face charges since he has been officially indicted. Again, we don't know how long this is going to take place. I mean, how far it's going to go. Like, I mean, right now he's looking at a jury trial. And so that remains to be seen. We will follow it, but here's what they're saying as of late, because we really haven't been hearing nothing about him because of everything else going on. So we'll pull him up really quick. Let me see. So the unfortunate part about this is that, you know, little boys are being allegedly touched by Timothy Busfield. He actually has been able to fight this case on the inside. The judge did let him out because there was really just not a sufficient amount of evidence that the judge felt like he should be held on, right? So basically, if I can get it up here, it went away. Maybe not. Let me try it one more time. If not, we can just talk about it. Take it out. Try it one more time. All right. So basically, while I'm pulling it up or trying to pull it up, the internet's kind of lagging here. They're basically saying that Timothy Busfield and his wife they're pretty much like this is going to be a financial burden on him, right? He's only alleged to be worth $1 million and $1 million, and she's alleged to have about $500,000 in assets. So this trial that he's getting ready to face is going to be a really tough time for him. Like he has been already oh my gosh, did it go away again? Keeps happening. Of course. All right, one more time. If not, that's fine. All right, there it is. So Timothy Busfield's legal battle has cost him a fortune amid Melissa Gilbert's unwavering support. So it says that Timothy Busfield is confident he'll be exonerated in court, but the finances of the former 30-something star and Little House on the Prairie legend wife, Melissa Gilbert, are taking a major hit as he fights to prove his innocence, sources say. The West Wing, 68 years old, is reportedly worth $1 million, while Melissa, 61, is said to have $500,000 in assets, or $500,000. This case has already cost him a fortune in legal fees. It'll run into many hundreds of thousands, and neither he nor Melissa are all that wealthy, at least not by Hollywood standards, an insider observes. He's already been canceled in the entertainment industry, regardless of what the verdict is, and they're looking at downsizing their home and retiring somewhere low-key and modest once this is eventually behind them. Busfield was recently indicted by a grand jury in New Mexico on 4 counts of criminal sexual contact with a child, per CNN. He is accused of engaging in sexual misconduct against twin boys, now 11, in 2022, while they worked on the director's TV series, The Cleaning House. He has insisted, "I did not do anything to those little boys, and I am going to fight it." So basically, Um, basically, he's stressing on now how he's going to be able to pay for his legal fees, and if it will cause them financial hardships. And right, like, listen, I believe he did. That's just my opinion. I believe something happened. I believe that he's been doing this in the industry to young underage kids, and that's why they continue to come forward. I don't believe that he did not do it. But whenever we looked at that court hearing, it just that not that I didn't believe that he didn't do it, but even the judge was, I mean, that just the way that the prosecutor presented herself that day, it just felt like it wasn't enough to hold him, obviously. But then his lawyer gets up there and she brings the heat. She's bringing she had a witness. She had videos with the boy saying he did not touch them in any way whatsoever. So whatever the prosecution has or the DA's office has that made them feel like they can move forward with this trial, then I would say she didn't want to expose everything that she had in that particular court date, that arraignment, whatever it was, because she's going to bring it when the trial begins, including witnesses and everything else. So again, that remains to be seen. We'll continue to watch Tim Busfield's progress in this trial. I think that it will be a full-blown trial. It's just that his lawyers are going to have to really fight to get him off. I don't know what the boys will do. I don't know if they will get up there because, I mean, now people are able to talk to them before the court dates, and kind of tell them, like, if this happened to you, you need to say it, or, whatever the case may be. These guys are addicts. If you have a serious problem and don't get help, it only gets worse. And exactly. And so I feel like these little boys are not the first little boys or underage child that he has touched. My opinion, allegedly, just what I think. Because there has been others that came out with him doing stuff like that, whether he settled or whether the parents just didn't follow through with doing or filing the proper charges. It has happened before. So why all of a sudden this situation didn't happen? Right. So we'll continue to follow. We'll continue to see what's going to become of this lawsuit here. All right, so let's get into this. Let's get into this DJ Vlad Jay-Z situation. I really couldn't wait to get out here and talk about this. But before we do, I have to talk about my guy Ray J before we move on. And I'm sure possibly that you guys saw this. I don't know if Ray J is pulling their leg or if, like, was it really blood running out of his eyes? So if you guys don't know, oh no. I tried to, dang, Harlem, I tried to use the link you sent me, but it's not letting me. It's not letting me use that link. But anyway, with Ray J, he was in a concert. He was performing and he was passing out flowers. I believe it was on Valentine's Day. Let's just see if I can pull it up. Hey, corporate, welcome everybody to the live tonight, to our show tonight. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate it. Let me share my screen. All right, so here it is. I have to talk about Ray because I really don't want nothing to be wrong with him. All right, let's look. All right. Ray J performs with blood streaming down from eyes after being given months to live. The music the music star told fans 2027 is definitely a wrap for him. Weeks after announcing that he doesn't have long to live, Ray J put on a wearing performance in front of the fans in the US. The crowd at the Shreveport Municipal Auditorium in Louisiana were left concerned for the music star after seeing what appeared to be blood pouring from one of his eyes. Footage shared to social media shows something resembling a crimson tear trickling down the One Wish singer's face as he handed out roses to members of the audience at the gig on Saturday. Yeah, it was on Valentine's Day. I was trying to pull up the video of it. Okay, it's not that one. Let me go back. So anyway, if you, it won't let me hit your video, your link, Carl. But R&B icons such as Bobby Valentino, Kelly Price, and Sunshine Anderson also took the stage for the intimate Valentine's Day concert. But it's Ray J set, which has become a prominent topic of conversation online due to the 45-year-old's recent admission about his health. In early January, the Mississippi-born star revealed that he almost died after battling a severe case of pneumonia, while explaining doctors had told him that his heart is only beating 25%. There it is right there. Ray J's appearance at the concert sparked concerns amid his recent health woes. He went as far as to say that 2027 is definitely a wrap for him. He added, "I thought I was so big, I could handle all the alcohol. I could handle all the Adderall, the drugs. I can handle everything, but I couldn't. I curved my time." While on stage Saturday, a red liquid was seen rolling out from behind Ray J. From behind, where are we at? Behind Ray J's sunglasses and down his face, and he handed out red roses to fans. Despite it looking like he was dealing with some sort of painful eye problem, he was seen smiling, and he even hopped into the crowd. It really looks like blood, though. As a fan filmed close to his face, his eyes did not appear to be gushing blood, although further footage does appear to show two dark patches beneath each of them. The source of the blood-like substance is currently unknown. On social media, a user wrote, "This looks wild AF, but blood from the eyes during a performance with a heart monitor either is something next level stage makeup effects or he's in serious trouble. Praying it's the first one and he gets the help he needs. Heart at 25% ain't no joke." That's right. So anyway, I'm not for sure if that was like makeup or whatever, but I don't know, because I saw also there was a video where he raised his glasses up real fast. That made me think, was that really real? I don't know, but he did have a heart monitor on while he was performing, and so obviously what he's saying about what the doctor said about his heart pumping 25% could possibly be true, and they're monitoring him. But as far as us, as far as this right here, this is running down his face, I don't know. Don't know what to say about Ray J, other than I hope that he's doing what the doctors tell him to do, that he's not drinking and drugging or anything like that, and that he's taking care of himself. So we shall see on that as well. Right said could be a broken blood vessel or something more serious. Yeah, I googled it when I saw that was happening, and it said it could be a blood vessel. But I don't know. I still don't know. He's the little boy that cries wolf and nobody believes him. That's the problem, right? Is it true or ain't it true, right? We just want to know. And then bleeding from the eyes, it's not, he's not Lady Gaga. Yeah, so that's Ray J. So I hope he, dang, right? I hope he gets better. Hope he gets better. All right. Let's talk about I thought I added Kim. Where is all right, well anyway, we'll just do it this way. So, all right, let's talk about DJ Vlad and Jay-Z and Meg the Stallion and all that. So basically, I'm gonna read what we found, and then I'll tell y'all what I'm thinking, even about Vlad. Let me pull it up here. All right, it says, make sure y'all can see it. Can y'all see it yet? All right. The truth behind DJ Vlad's claim Rock Nation paid him to frame Tory Lanez in the 2020 Pow Pow case. DJ Vlad has said he was joking after posting a series of claims suggested Rock Nation paid him to support Megan the Stallion and Hope framed Tory Lanez in the 2020 Pow Pow case. The 52-year-old launched into a lengthy thread on X, which he's mockingly claimed a coordinated conspiracy led by Jay-Z. I have a confession. Rock Nation has been paying me to support Megan, he wrote. They also paid off all the jury members to convict Tory, and they bribed the judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album. He continued with this increasingly exaggerated remarks, including they paid off Megan's doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. She was never pow-powed. The LA police are all on Jay-Z's payroll. In another post, he added, Jay also paid Trump not to pardon Tory, even though it's a state case. Trump can only pardon federal cases. Vlad further escalated the claims, writing, every blogger is on Jay-Z's payroll. We all got paid with Bitcoin. Now the price dropped. You'll see a lot of us turning on him, he later specified. It started with $10K a month during the trial. It went up to $50K a month. All the payments were in Bitcoin, so they couldn't be traced. Some social media users appeared to take the post at face value. However, during a live stream conversation with the commentator Sneeko, Vlad clarified his intent. People just do not know sarcasm, do they? Sarcasm really just goes over people's head. It really surprises me. Of course, I'm trolling, man, he said. Jay did a verse on Judge's grandson's album. Like, how is that not obvious? Tory was convicted by 12 jurors and appeal has been denied. DJ Vlad just called to say he was rage baiting with the Jay-Z Rock Nation tweet. People don't understand. Okay. So basically he came out and he said that it was like he was just trolling. But here's my question: why? What was the point in doing this and saying all this stuff? Like, right, the judge thing, yeah, that sounded a little crazy. So I mean, he probably was just trolling. We can't just take and run with it. But if people have, well, Vlad has a I guess this thing about him that the industry says that when people go to do interviews with Vlad, they end up like going to jail or unalived. So if that's the case, why go sit down with Vlad and even have a conversation with him, first of all? Second of all, why do you guys think that Vlad is trolling like that? Like, he does, it's not like he's hurting for views and likes and all that. So what else could be the reason that Vlad is doing this? Like, I don't understand. Why troll them like that? Was it to see how many bloggers would take the bait and run with it? Like, what? Why are you doing this? Basie Basie has been scummy for a long time. Best of both worlds, R. Kelly and Jay, and you didn't see anything. He's a bit more savvy with with this dealings than no Diddy. With that, both would wish that both would go away. But the thing is, he was in the post. He was okay. But the thing is, he was in the post, responded to comments, making it believable. Yeah, and there was also, he had posted also this long post that like he really did it, like it was really true. Let me tell you this: it's not far fetched for some celebrity, billionaire celebrity, to pay people off to do certain things for them. But you know, it's just, but it's, so what I guess what I'm saying is that it's not impossible, that these things happen, that they do. People are paid off all the time. I just was confused as to why Vlad came out with this information. Why would you troll and put that out? For what reason? So, like what Harlem's saying is, I believe some of the truth in it. Did he always want to say something that happened and tell the world, but didn't know how? So he wanted to make a joke out of it, and really, like, some of the information is true. I don't know. I don't know what his motive is. Like I said, it's not like he's hurting for anything. He's not hurting for likes and views. The people, I mean, he has a platform. And regardless of what they say about Vlad, people still go on that platform and have an interview with him. They still go have a conversation with him, whether they leave and go to jail or not. They still go there because he has a huge following. He has a huge platform. So I don't know. I guess I'm just the whole reason in talks, even speaking about it, was to say why, and why does it continue to happen? So not only did this come out, but we also know that it came out that Kelsey's bodyguard, said that it wasn't Tori that pow Megan, it was her that did it. And he can't let somebody sit in jail for something they didn't do. So why does this Tory Lanez Meg situation keep coming up? The man has been found guilty. He's in prison. He's been denied several appeals, and yet the conversation keeps coming up. They keep twisting it. Every time it comes up, there's a twist in it. At the end of the day, for me, it looks like Tory will be sitting there. Like, even if that's true, wouldn't you have to prove that in a court of law? So, like, it's not like they're going to go and overturn it. I don't think that Tory Lanez sentencing is going to be overturned. I think he will do his time. I just don't know why it keeps coming up. And maybe that's why Vlad did it, because the bodyguard came out and said something. So then here comes Vlad saying what he's saying. Like, they paid for Tory to be in jail. Did Vlad create that because the bodyguard came out? Yeah, I was just saying that. Like, was that the reason he said that? Since the bodyguard came out and was saying that he didn't do it? I don't know. Do we think and believe that Jay-Z paid people off silently? Because, right, Jay-Z, I don't think he's innocent about a lot of things, but the way he moves and shape, that's what keeps people off of him. That's how he keeps sliding through the cracks. He don't run his mouth a lot about nothing. Jay-Z was messaging with Aaliyah. She was underage. Jay-Z was messaging with Foxy Brown. She was underage. Statutory rape in all 50 states with no statute of limitations. Exactly. But he keeps falling through the cracks, right? He keeps getting away with stuff. Whether he's paying them or whatever, Jay-Z, and they were saying, like, other sources were saying, like, Jay-Z is like one of the last black men standing. He's a billionaire, he got a lot of money, he's a boss, got it going on. Is this their way of aiming at Jay-Z to bring him down? Like he's the last one they need to bring down. Is this their way of aiming at Jay-Z? Like, I don't know. And do we think that Jay-Z will ever be brought down about anything? Like he just seems to just that man just seem to be the one that gets away with it all. Is he trying to say Bodyguard can create a story? Let me create one too. Could be. Could be. Patterns of behavior. Yep. Let's not forget Rihanna, Tierra Marie, and Maya was blackballed because she wouldn't go with the flow. Yeah, I heard they was moving out of the U.S. Why? Are they bored? Nothing. They've done everything in the world, so they're bored. They're going to leave the U.S. now. I don't know what they got going on. Right there, good. Go away. Well, that's like Diddy's kids are moving out of the U.S. They're going bye-bye. They don't want to be here anymore. No longer do they want to be in the U.S. of A. So anyway, I mean, I don't know. At this point, I'm just going to take it like this, take it at face value. Like I'm just going to say this. I don't believe it until it can be proved. I don't believe he paid all those people. He got on a song with the judge's grandson, like all that. I don't believe it. But it's not impossible. It's not impossible. And I don't know if you remember the psychic. Yes, I do, Harlem. I remember. And I don't even believe in stuff like that, but I remember her saying that. Basie has the most Grammys of all time. History will look back. Not no more. Not no more. Kendrick Lamar does now. History will look back. Right? Am I right? Now, right? Am I correct on that? History will look back at the time and say what the heck they were they thinking about. Yeah. But am I right? Kendrick Lamar passed Jay-Z, didn't he? Just at this last Grammys. I thought that put him ahead of the game. I don't believe in it either, but she was so smart. Yeah, that's the thing about it. I'm like, I don't believe that crap. But look, now they are talking about leaving. Oh. Okay. I was thinking about. I'm thinking about Kendrick and Jay-Z, not Beyonce. He has more than Jay-Z. Hello, April Showers. Welcome. Happy Monday. Thank you for coming back. We appreciate you being here tonight. So yeah. Anyway, she was the woman said what she said, and now look, it is coming to fruition. So I don't know, Harlem. Mm-hmm. She could be on to something. She could be on to something. Let's go go ahead and talk about the other things that were in the link that you sent me. This is a crazy world right now. So did y'all see where Donald Trump got booed at the NFL, and then Barack and Michelle were at a basketball game, and the whole stadium lit up and clapped for them and yelled for them? Barack Obama has finally responded to Donald Trump's post, where he put Michelle and Barack on the bodies of monkeys. And he was like, majority of people are frustrated, even including Republicans, are frustrated with what he did. But if you let Donald Trump tell it, he did not post that. Somebody within the administration posted it. So they had a press conference, and one of the reporters asked Donald Trump the question, like, since you guys are saying that someone in the administration made that post, did you fire that person? Did you get rid of that person in the administration that did that, that would put Michelle and Barack's face on? He was like, no, I didn't fire him, and gave a reason for why he didn't fire him. He didn't fire them because I don't believe somebody else did it. I don't believe somebody else did it. I believe Donald Trump did it, and then he took it down. That's what I think. So let me take a minute just to say again, welcome everybody to the live tonight. I appreciate it. I'm not on camera tonight. I like to come on camera, but tonight wasn't one of those nights. But I do appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. The likes are looking pretty good. I appreciate that. So we have just a few more topics to talk about. Let me get to them. Let me stop sharing this. All right, let's talk about Uncle Luke. Did you guys know Salome Bella doesn't miss a beat? She said Jay-Z is going down. I think they are doing it on purpose. He had racist comments post before, but you did it during Black History Month. That's the whole thing. It was during. That's why I said they said today's President's Day. Today is Barack Obama Day, actually, is what it is. But anyway, yeah. But do you think that he actually made the post though? Right? Do you think Donald Trump made the post? He's got a Twitter finger. He's always tweeting and making posts, but he wants to put it on somebody in the administration and say that somebody in the administration did it, and then he took it down. But yet when they asked, did you fire them when that happened? Did you fire him? He was like, no, I didn't fire them because of whatever. I feel like he posted it. I do. You posted it, then you took it right down. Why do people not like Jay-Z? Why do it's so many people like don't like Jay-Z? I like Beyonce and Jay-Z, and maybe it's just because I haven't deep dived into whatever the shenanigans are. I just know that he gets away with a lot of stuff that I feel like he should be called out on and have to be accountable for. But what is the real reason that people don't like Jay-Z? Like, what is it because he's weird? Like, what? Why don't they like him? I like his music. No, not the best. I wouldn't say he's the best, but Jay got bars. Listen to me like I'm a rapper fan, but I do like Jay Z. Like I like his songs. But why do not people not like him? Miss Giselle, hey, they hate on Jay and Beyonce because they are winning. Like, that's what I want. I just want to know. I think he is. I think he is. I think he's great. Miss Giselle, welcome back. I think that I like him. I don't see anything that I never liked Jay-Z. A lot of people, April, are like, they say that. And I'm like, why? Now, granted, I'm not a fan of men messing with underage women and boys. I'm not a fan of that at all. I'm a fan of Jay-Z's music. I love Beyonce. I love everything about her performances. I love everything about her concerts. I love everything about her look. I like Beyonce and I like Jay-Z and I like them together. But it's something about when you bring up Beyonce and Jay-Z, people do not like them. And I don't know why. Miss Giselle, we got to get together for sure this week, please. This week, okay? I want to do what we talked about. Grammys are bought. Hey, let's talk about that too, right? Because there was this. Did you see the CEO of the Grammys was fired? And it was because she was going to tell it and they tried to pay her to not talk about it. And she did. I'm going to try to find that interview really quick. They don't like Jay because they listen to Jay haters. Hey, The Rock. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you tuning in, and I appreciate you adding to the comments and getting into the conversation because I really want to know. I'm like, tell me one thing that Jay-Z has done to make you just hate him like that. Why do the haters hate him? Is it what Miss Giselle said? Is because they're on top of their game and they're a powerhouse couple. They're billionaires. They both have met billionaire status, and people don't like that. I look at their talent, the performances. I look at I don't know. Harlem says, so I used to be a Jay-Z fan. I'm from New York. What up, New York? Support the hometown, but he's arrogant and look at his fans as not being on his level. So I'm glad you said that, Harlem, because there was one time that I was like, dang, Jay, why'd you look at her? Why'd you do her like that? They was trying to take a picture with him or something. He jumped out of the truck. He was by himself and he had his people with him. But he jumped out and they was like trying to be nice to him. And he was just like, looked at him like they was crap and didn't even take the picture or nothing with him. And I was just like, oh, maybe it was just a bad day for him though. I don't know. She's weird. He's weird. Right. You are so funny. He said, she's weird. He's weird. Ask some former co-artists why they have NDAs. Yeah, I would want to know that. Why do they have them sign NDAs? But then I'm like, well, all artists, especially on that level, like a Jada and Will, have people signing NDAs. But look at what's happening to Will and Jada now. Jada just came out and said she wants everything Bilal said thrown out. It's not true. I want it to be thrown out. But you came out, Jada, before this and said, ain't none of this true. We're going to sue him. We're going to sue him. He said, if you don't sue me, I'm going to sue you. She never sued him. And now Bilal is suing her. So it must be some truth to that, possibly. Miss Giselle said, notice on those alleged Epstein files, his name, Beyonce, and two others only had their performance names. I think they placed them on the Epstein files as a distraction. Make you say, she's allegedly into witchcraft and some demonic stuff. Who, Beyonce? Harlem said, I will never forget when he was on 106 in Park and asked what his favorite Denzel movie was. It was during American Gangster time. And he said it was Glory, but nobody would understand. So he would go with. So nobody would understand. So he would go with. Miss Giselle said. April Shell said, yes, Beyonce is into witchcraft. What? Why y'all say that? What makes you think that, or what makes you know that? I've never heard that. Wright says, I remember that time, and it was very, very strange. Miss Giselle said he never takes pics for reasons that other celebrities stop taking pictures. Next thing you know, someone will lie and say he R-worded them or something like that. Well, he already has allegations against him, Miss Giselle, anyway. Only thing is he's been able to slide through the cracks and nobody's has really been able to hold him accountable for messing with underage girls. And they just made a whole list of them up above in the chat, who he actually he was messing with that were underage. Jay-Z does not support his neighborhood. He is a billionaire and does not give back to his people. Well, that's jacked up, I think. Now, which part of New York is he from? April Showers is right. Former co-artists have spoken about it. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see. Allegedly, Beyonce is into witchcraft. The clothes, the jewelry, it's all worshiping the devil. Ooh, that's a bad thing. That's not good. Foxy Brown is speaking on out now. The Rock says Jay has given back to his community numerous of times. Says you got to go back up to my continued comments. Okay, let me go back because I was like, where did it stop? So you said, is this the one? No, that's not you. Oh. Is it this one? Harlem Training Day, where Denzel played a crooked cop, so he felt they could relate better than the first African American regiment in the Civil War. Is that it right there, Harlem? Because I didn't see that one. They block them from getting Grammys all of the time. She said, yeah, I respect his hustle. Training Day, yeah. So Training Day, where Denzel played a crooked cop, so he felt they could relate better than the first African American regiment in the Civil War. Okay, got it. And did I miss anything else? Her first album was flopping. Then Aaliyah passed away, and all of a sudden she was the new darling. Yeah. April Shower said, yes, Beyonce is into. Okay, so I caught up, I think. I remember the time. Yep, that we said that. Miss Giselle said he never takes pictures. I think I'm caught up. Jay-Z does not support his neighbors. Jay-Z does not support his neighborhood. He is a billionaire and does not give back to his people. Wright says April Shower is right. Okay, we read that. And then allegedly Beyonce is into witchcraft and a closing the jury. We said that. Foxy Brown is speaking out. This right here, he said, Harlem, that Jay has given back to his community numerous of times. He's from Brooklyn. And then Harlem posed a question back to The Rock, like, where did he give back? When? And then Mrs. Giselle said, I was in a restaurant with him when him and Rihanna were doing a dinner meeting with a few other people in LA during the Grammy weekend. The rules were he don't allow pictures. Yeah. Well, I can see that. So I was with Ricky Smiley, which is not big as Jay-Z, but there were Ricky Smiley and a bunch of other comedians, D.L. Hughley, it was a bunch of them, and they said, you can talk to any of the other ones, but do not talk to Ricky or ask him for photos. He does not allow them. And he got right on stage and said, I don't allow photos. He said, because if I take one with one, then I got to take one with everybody else. So I just don't take them, is what he said. D-Rock said, Foxy Brown hasn't spoke out lately, but she does support Jay. And then this is at D-Rock. Where has he given back? D-Rock. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna take just a few minutes to ask that if you come in here If you would go ahead and hit that like button for me, I really would appreciate it. Thank y'all for being here and spending some time with us tonight. He said Jay-Z does support the community through his foundation. What's his foundation? Am I missing that too? Rice says his dumb behind wanted a huge casino in the middle of New York City, Times Square, Manhattan. And Harlem said he doesn't. He does not support his community. Well, if he ain't support, I think that as a billionaire, he should support the community. And it's sad that if he's not, I would like to know why. Why wouldn't you support your community? He doesn't. And then Bryce says Times Square is already big enough and the people don't want it. Yeah, I wouldn't if it was me, I wouldn't have voted for that casino to be right in the dead center of Times Square. Yeah, no. I didn't think that would work. Right, but a lot. He has given back millions. So, Miss Giselle, where can you say that he has given back? When you say giving back millions to what? To his community for what and how? I think, here it is. Perfect place for a huge casino, Long Island or New Jersey. Plenty of places outside the city. Miss Giselle said he also gives away $10,000 scholarships every year to HBCU students. Sean Carter Foundation. Oh, okay. And then that's actually smart. Okay. Love the conversation. But Marcy Projects, where he grew up, has rats the sizes of cats. Why doesn't he help to clean it up? Where'd y'all say he was from? Which part of New York? Brooklyn. Oh, he's from Brooklyn. 10,000 for a billionaire is nothing. I'm talking about the community where he is from. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. Miss Giselle says Marcy Projects is owned by the state. He placed a large library in the middle of the schools. Miss Giselle, are you in New York as well? Are you from New York? Just curious, just asking. Rice says, I don't think people understand how big a billionaire is. They're a graphic online, a rice or something. And it's just unbelievable. And now we're saying that Beyonce has become billionaire status. So they both are billionaire status. Maybe they could be doing a little more. I think now Beyonce's from Houston, and I believe that she goes back and gives back. Marcy Projects is owned by the project owners. He placed okay, got it. His community. Oh, okay. Wow, Jay. Oh no. With all of that said, I would hope that he could do better by Brooklyn, Marcy Projects, where he's from. Because he could do more. Like T.I. went back and he built a whole complex, a whole building complex. where he was from, for people to be able to afford rent in a nice place. That kind of giving back. That kind of giving back. My husband is from Brooklyn. Oh, okay. Cool. Exactly. And she said, I meant to say the library in the middle of the hood. Oh, okay. That's cool. All right, you guys. So that's Jay-Z now. I think I was just wondering, the government needs, he said the government needs to clean that up. Harlem says it's owned by the state, correct? It's a project, but he's a billionaire. He can still do something. I would not disagree more. She gives away millions to colleges and into her community. Yeah, I know Beyonce did. I don't know what Jay-Z's doing, but if he's not, I feel like he could do more to help clean it up, regardless who it's owned by. It doesn't matter who it's owned by. You can still do, like, whoever owns it, say, hey, let's partner and let's get this stuff cleaned up so that you can get rid of these rats. Because I'm scared now to go to Brooklyn. Probably won't even ever go there because I don't want to see nothing like that. If they give away all their wealth, what would? No. We're not saying give all. You are a billionaire, Miss Giselle. You're a billionaire, so you're not going to give it all away. That little chunk of money to help wouldn't even touch what a billionaire has. Is basically what I'm saying, right? It wouldn't even touch that. So can you give a nice chunk of money there because you continue to rack in money? They got money coming in from every direction. Yet if you let other people say they're going broke, people are saying they're going broke, but I will never believe that. Right, he did that. I love T.I. Yep, he did. He went and did that. I love me some T.I. too, Miss Giselle. A billionaire is so much money. Yeah, I mean, you're still, and listen, if you look at Blue Ivy, she's set for the rest of her life, even just on the stuff she does alone, let alone what they've already got set up for their children to inherit it anyway. Those children are not going to ever in life want for anything ever in life. So besides all that, the business they took care of for their family and their kids and this generational wealth, they've done that. They're doing that. We're talking about where's this chunk of money that you can put into Brooklyn to clean it up, to help those people that can't help themselves, that wish they could help, that if they had a little bit of help, it would work. Just give them something. Harlem says they are both A-list celebrities. How they gonna be broke? They still doing things and have money coming in. Exactly. This woman's still touring, the biggest to making millions of dollars when she tours. And I'm talking about internationally touring. She's got the coins. They still got money coming in. Jay-Z still got businesses and everything else you can think of. Still got Blue Ivy now working and bringing in money to, like, they're not broke. They're not broke. The library acts as a major community resource, internet resources and information-based community meeting location. But who's going to clean it up? Who's going to get them some nice housing conditions, living conditions that are affordable, that will take whatever's causing the rats to be there and get the rats out that look like cats, because that's scary. People need to understand none of these celebrities are obligated to give. No. Absolutely. Now, absolutely. You're right. That's like Glorilla and her siblings. They have the right to do exactly whatever it is they want to do with their money, and they don't have to give nobody nothing. He didn't have to do that library. He don't have to do nothing. It's just the thought of thinking that I came from that and I figured it out and got out. Now can I reach back? It's called reaching back to help the next one. Reach back to next. If I made it to billionaire status, I would go right to my hometown and I would figure out how I can help the people. That's all it is. You don't have to do nothing. No. But wouldn't your morals and your values say, listen, I struggle so hard. I was in them streets trying to sell drugs just to make it, pay it forward, reach back. Like if I make it, who can I go back home and help make it as well? How can I make their lives better? They might not ever get to make it out, but because I did, how can I go help them at least a little bit? Right. But we saw what happened to Cosby. They can wipe out an artist guilty or not just with lawsuits. Yeah, that's right. You see, Diddy lost his whole empire. The whole empire that he's built. He will never be Puff again. He will never be Diddy, Pete Diddy again. He's going to be Sean Combs with a number because of this. If they are Christian people, being rich so you can be generous is biblical. It's always better to give. Always better to give. And they keep getting, so give it back. This is a terrible New York problem. That is a terrible New York problem. Oh, the rats is? Yikes. Jay-Z isn't obligated to clean up that complex. Housing authority should be held accountable. Absolutely not accountable at all. Just saying, wouldn't you just want to do that since that's where you came from? Like, can you find in your heart to just kind of help those people too? That's all I'm saying. You don't have to do nothing. No. Take that. They're not Christian. Oh, that's right. I would definitely, I would. Especially if I had it, the chins themselves can make the complaints. And I'm sure they have made complaints. I'm sure there are some people out of all the people, I'm sure somebody has complained about it. Nobody said they're obligated. It's just a suggestion. Yeah. Nobody's obligated. Just like I'm gonna go back to Glorilla and her sisters. Now, every one of her sisters or her siblings is coming out saying what she should do just because they were impoverished together. Glorilla don't owe nobody nothing. She ain't got no kids. I don't think. That's the only thing it would be is if she had a child. But other than that, if you choose, if it ain't in your heart to help your family when you come up, then you don't have to. We're just saying, can you find it in your heart to kind of help? But ain't nobody obligated to do nothing. Oh, okay. It's the New York problem. Okay, I get it. You scare me. All right. Good conversation, y'all. Good conversation. We're able to agree to disagree on things very respectfully, and I appreciate everybody's commentary and they're in the chat. I love these conversations that we can have. So I appreciate y'all. Let me see what else we got on the roster other than Jay-Z and them, because we could talk about them all night long. Let me see. Oh, I did not know this, Harlem. Let me see. Because okay, we're gonna talk about Epstein really quick. Let me see what the chat is saying. Jay can only do but so much and has offered help to Marcy projects. Yeah, I mean, he's only one person. I get that. So not just him, but can he find in his heart to do anything? And if he has, fine. If he has, good. That's good for him. All right, let's go on to Epstein. Thank y'all for that. You guys, if you're just coming in, go ahead and hit the like button. It keeps us in the algorithm. It's a free way to support the channel. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, you will want to go hit that subscribe button, and we would appreciate that as well. All right, let me move on. I want to talk about Epstein before we get out of here, only because I had no clue that there was somebody taken into custody over there. Now, what I did hear is that there was, who was it? He resigned from, okay, see, let me get this up because I'll keep on with the Jay-Z thing. See, because it also says what goes around comes around. If you get caught up, that's everything. But they said they kind of split their stuff up. So if he get caught up in something, Beyonce still got his back. I don't know. What goes around comes around. All right, let's go. Let me get this up. I'm trying to think who resigned because they were over. Oh, he was a CEO and his name came up in the Epstein files, so he resigned. I gotta find out. All right, let's talk about this. So just the other night on our live, we was talking about why do they keep releasing these Epstein files when ain't nothing really gonna happen behind them? Like, you just releasing them because of what? Like, I wanted to know what the reason was for them releasing these files. And so what we're finding out is that the former Norwegian prime minister has been taken into custody over the Epstein files. This is new to me. I did not know that. I knew someone had resigned but not been taken into custody. So let me see what this is saying. We now have the first real tangible legal accountability when it comes to those connected to Jeffrey Epstein. I wanted to know when this was going to happen. When are we going to start? Like, are you just putting the files up just for the fun of it? Or are we going to have some arrests? What is going on? So former Norwegian Prime Minister, whatever his name is, Jagland, has been formally charged with aggravated corruption after an investigation tied directly to the newly released Epstein files. This is a real criminal charge. Jagland was reportedly taken into custody at his home after the Council of Europe lifted his diplomatic immunity, which he held for years while serving as a security general. The protection is now gone, and prosecutors are moving forward. Authorities say they are investigating whether Jagland received gifts, travel, or financial benefits connected to Epstein. The newly released documents reportedly show Epstein paid for travel for Jagland and his family to visit properties in Paris, New York, and Palm Beach. Emails also reportedly indicated Jagland arranged trips to Epstein's residence after Epstein had already been convicted of child X crimes. There are also allegations that Jagland sought Epstein's help securing a bank loan, though investigators have not confirmed whether that is part of the formal charge. Jagland has denied wrongdoing and says he will cooperate fully, but the reality is this. For the first time since these files began coming out, we are now seeing someone at a highest level of government power, not just named or questioned, but actually being charged. Jagland was the Prime Minister of Norway. He later chaired the Norwegian Nobel Committee. He led the Council of Europe, an organization built around human rights and democracy. So what this means is that one of the most powerful human rights figures in the world is now facing criminal charges connected to Jeffrey Epstein. This is exactly what accountability looks like: formal criminal charges. Meanwhile, the U.S. DOJ is still saying there is nothing to investigate and we all need to move on from the Epstein files. See, here's my thought. What y'all think about that? My thought is this: if, in fact, this man is arrested, maybe the DOJ in the U.S. will say, listen, we need to dig deeper. We need to really look at these files and we really need to execute. See, these people where he was from, they lifted the immunity and he's actually being convicted of these charges, or he's actually being charged with these allegations. Bondi already said it. If they release, prosecute everyone, the whole system will fall apart. Absolutely. They shouldn't have did it. Get a whole new system. Get a whole new system and let that work. But right now, these people that are involved needs to be accountable and not just Ghislaine. Seems overseas is taking that serious, but the U.S. isn't. That's what it's looking like. to go as far as to lift the immunity off of him and then say, here, free reign now. He has to be accountable for the things that he did. And this is all connected to Jeffrey Epstein. So this is interesting. I would like to see if they would take, since they took the lead in Norway, that the US would look at this and say, there's got to be something we can do about these other people that are tied to Epstein that were doing things wrong. There are people that were tied to Epstein that I don't think were just doing everything Epstein was doing, right? Just like there are people tied to Puff that wasn't doing everything Puff had going on, right? That's just it. But I believe that there are people in the US attached to these files, attached to Epstein, need to be held accountable. And Donald Trump is one of them. And it's just my opinion, needs to be held accountable. But that remains to be seen because Bondi wants you guys just to move on and forget it. We've released them. We've redacted everything about them. So move on. So how can they do anything if you're redacting everything, if you're blacking everything out? But that's interesting, and I think that's a good deal. And I believe Ghislaine Maxwell knows exactly who this prime minister is and exactly what role he played. I believe she knew. Hey, do y'all think that she told that she's, oh, maybe it was just the files because she said she wasn't saying nothing, so maybe not. All right. That was good information. That was some good information there. So you guys, we need 3 more likes. We're just about done with our live for tonight. Again, I appreciate you guys being here. It really means everything to me. We're almost at 10K, y'all. We're going to continue to keep fighting this battle. It's an uphill battle, but we're here and we are here for it. All right, let me stop sharing that and move on. Let me see if there's anything else we have for tonight. Oh, I'll share this. Let me get over here. All right. So while that's pulling up, let me see what she said in this comment. There is an Epstein survivor that drew a picture with all the people she came across and some that abused her. I was going to send it to me. Send it to me. Let's talk about it. Wow. So anyway, here's what we were. This is the last topic for tonight. Uncle Luke says he's running for Congress. Would you guys vote for him if he ran for Congress? Neighbors, looks like Uncle Luke said he done shook the club and now he's trying to shake up Congress too. The Miami legend just announced he's running for Florida 20th Congressional District after decades putting on for his community in courtrooms, businesses, and youth programs. He says he's put in real work out here, built connections, helped kids get opportunities, and stood on business for Liberty City. Now he wants to take that same energy from the stage to Capitol Hill and let the people speak. He recently stepped down from coaching a Miami Edison High so he can focus on politics. So yeah, the same man who y'all mamas twerking and clutching their pearls back, oh Lord, in the day, will now have them clutching their ballots. Neighbors, would y'all vote for Uncle Luke? I would vote for him. I would vote for him. Yep. Absolutely, Ms. Giselle. Some reason they always get to be covered and protected. Covered and protected. Oh, does he? I think I might. I'm like you. I have to know more. Miss Giselle said, not at all. Not at all. All right, y'all. Well, again, I want to say thank y'all for being here. It was a good conversation. Thank y'all for coming back every time. He seems like an opportunist. Hmm. Yeah, I would have to know more, right? More about what your motive is. What is your focus? What is your goals? What do you want to change in this community? Why should I vote for you? You got to tell me more, right? How's it going to benefit us? How is it for the betterment of us? Not just so you benefit, but how do we all get to benefit from it? And maybe if you can convince me with your answers. Stephen A. Smith is talking about running for president. Now, we look at Stephen A. Smith. He rants and he raves, and but you know what? He does talk about some viable things too. And the thing about him, he ain't afraid to say it. He is not afraid to say it. I would vote for Steve. Let me tell you this. If Stephen A. Smith and Donald Trump are the only two standing, I would vote for Stephen A. Smith. I'll put it like that. Miss Giselle. How funny. If that was the only two people standing, I would vote for Stephen A. Smith. Listen, yeah, definitely have to know more. You gotta tell me more. You gotta show me some stuff before I'm just gonna go give you my vote. But I mean, it could be a good thing. I don't know. But now the question is posed: would you vote for Stephen A. Smith president? All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all night. We'll be right. What's today? Yeah, Monday. We'll be back here tomorrow. I appreciate y'all so much. Be blessed, and we shall see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. Good night, everyone. If you didn't hit the like on your way in, go ahead and hit that like on your way out. We appreciate you. Appreciate you. Good night, everybody. Good night.